Yo, what is going on, guys? Sekapoko here, bringing you another 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross video. Now, I have to say something. First off, thank you guys for the amazing support on the YouTube channel. Thank you for the 40,000 subscribers. Thank you for coming out to the streams. Thank you for pushing with me, coming out every single day. And without you guys, there is no way that I would be number motherfucking 1! So guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, so before we go into anything, we're going to be going over the exact point variations on the boss and what is most important for your runs. And we're going to be talking about how you can maximize your score in Final Boss Gowther and why some teams work better than others versus other teams falling off and not doing as well. So for this portion of the video, you need, of course, to clear with a human hero. Most likely it's going to be Blue Lilia. You're going to remove 10 debuffs from all allies using a Purify effect, which is 230 points. This is a huge portion of the points gain, so this is a very, very important thing. And the other two things are just don't die and have everybody over 50%. So it's really easy point gains there. What you really get a lot of points from are these 3 different things. First is apply attack effect rank down skills. So any character that does rank down skills is very good. And there's actually only one character that has rank down skills that is really good for this, and that is BMerlin. The other character that I thought about using for this that could potentially work well is going to be what's his name? Red SSR Bond. And both Red SSR Bond as well as Merlin have a rank down skill that will work on a single target because that's the only character that matters to use on. And both of them are nice for this. The unfortunate part about Red SSR Bond is that he's not going to be nearly as good for this fight in general because he's not blue. That's basically it. He's just not blue. I shit you not. So Merlin is a primo choice for this because A, she's more free to play from because everybody in the entire world has her. If you don't, you should play the game. I don't know why you didn't. And B, Merlin is the, waifu, blue. Yeah, waifu and blue. Yeah, that's good. I like that. The second way you're going to get points, of course, is going to be dissolving. And when you use dissolve, that's basically any kind of ultimate gauge rollback. The characters on your team that are going to have that are going to be Lilia, and Lilia. She's a really good character. Definitely a good character to use for this. There are no blue characters that have an ultimate gauge rollback on a single target yet in the game, I believe. I have not seen anyone use one on a blue character. You could build a mono red team and try to do it, because there are red characters that do it, but what are you going to do? AoE dissolve is still the best though. All right, decrease enemy ultimate move gauge while using a dissolve effect. So anytime you apply the effect dissolve on any individual enemy, you get 20 points, regardless of it actually rolling back their ultimate or not. Every ultimate gauge you remove gives you an additional 15 points. So a 3-star Lilia is actually going to give you 15 points times 3 ultimate gauge times 3 characters, which is times 9. So 15 times 9. Math hard. Because I'm doing 15 times 9, I think it's 135 points. Is that right? Yeah. Like 135 points for this, plus the additional 20 points here, which will give you a total of 195 points. Plus, for using a rank 3 skill, you get a 15-point gain there. So now you're at 210 points for just 1 card. In addition to that, there's more. If you do over 40,000 damage per hit, that's 20 points per hit. A 3-star Lilia can do that with an attack and defense set. You can hit over 120,000 damage, I believe. I think I've seen it once, but you just have to hit over 40,000 damage a hit. So if you do that, that's, what is that? 215 plus another 60 per hit. So that comes out to be 265,000? 265? 75? 275. 275 points. If you hit less than that, it's 245 points. So, I mean, it's a damage difference. 275, 240. For just 1 card. So that can be a large amount of points for 1 card. However, what you really need to have, no matter what, is, of course, if you use a rank 1 Lilia effect, you're going to get all that, but to a much lower effect, and you get the dissolve effect, you get the ultimate gauge dissolve effect, and you of course get the 20,000 points per unit. So all that times 3 times 3, and that's what you get. Oh, sorry, times 3. Just all that times 3 instead of times 2 times 3. Okay. The other things that you're going to be able to do are stance disable, and you can apply that on multiple characters. One of the teams that you're going to see that I'm going to talk about in this video does have a stance disable that does work on multiple characters, but you can only apply it on three different characters on the second phase. You cannot apply it on only 2 different characters in the first phase, so you get a total of 45 extra points by doing this card. And if you're hitting over 20,000 a hit, that gives you a total of 45 extra points plus an extra 10 here, so that gives you a total of 75 points for using that character's cards. It kind of works, it kind of doesn't. Really depends on your actual gear. The make or break point for everybody during this is going to be your point value on damage. This is going to be the huge differential between people. This is going to be the make or break for top 10, top 100, all that stuff. This is going to be that make or break. Down here, we're going to have additional points for surviving number of heroes, additional points for remaining HP, so higher HP is better. It's not remaining percentage HP, so whatever HP you got is the primo thing. We're also going to have additional points proportional to combat class. I ended up getting for, I think it's the total amount of combat class that you have divided by 10, and it... sorry, not by 10, divided by 1,000. So if you just get like, if you had 200,000 combat class, you would say get 200 points. If you have 170,000, you get 170. I think that's how it works out. I don't actually know, but I think that's how it works out. I'm guessing on that one. That's kind of tricky. Next up, we got additional points proportional to the greatest damage dealt. I have no idea how this is going to factor in, because the last hit that you deal is like a ridiculously high number, no matter what. It's always over 1 million, sometimes almost 2 million, and you can do large amounts of damage with that greatest proportional hit damage. Maybe you can do something that would actually make that obscenely crazy high, or you can just not do any AoE, or do very low damage AoE and then just do a high damage at the end. I don't know. I don't really think this is going to be a huge amount of point factor. From what we've seen, it didn't actually factor in that heavily. You also get point deduction for the number of turns used, and I go over different point values that I think are be good at throughout this team. I would say the optimal point turn ratio is somewhere between 8 and 11 turns, depending on how quickly you do the run. 9 is probably the optimal number of turns that I would suggest, maybe 10, depending on how fast you're doing the run and what your run's like. 9 or 10 turns is probably there, but 8 to 11 is the golden ratio for any type of good score. Alrighty, so we're doing hell difficulty with a bullshit free-to-play team. I don't know if we can do it. I'm like 80% sure we're gonna die. But I'm gonna try it. So we got a ridiculous amount of people here on Twitch. So what's up, guys? How you doing? Hope you have a great day. We're gonna be doing a completely bad team. This is not a recommend team at all. I'm just gonna do it. I don't know if it's gonna work. But these are characters that might work. You know, it might work. I don't know. I have really bad CC. I got HP food, whatever. So, I think no matter what, it's gonna be interesting. And I think we got a heal and a cleanse. So, we're just gonna hope and pray. And I think since Arthur or Weinhardt has lower HP, they might get focused. If Gila gets focused, uh-oh. That is all I have to say is big uh-oh. So we're not going to merge the heal just yet. We are just going to hold on to that heal just in case we get D-ranked on Gila, and then we'll cleanse back up if we need to, okay? We're gonna chill, bro. We are on full send. Oh, fucking bull. It didn't even matter. It didn't even matter. All right, so there we go. We got to focus on Arthur. No big deal, okay? We got lots. There's the Cora de Doda, okay, and then here's the D rank coming in on Gila, as I thought. Yes, of course, it had to be on Gila. Very important. Okay, so here's the plan. The plan is simple. 1, 2, 3. It's a good plan. I like that plan. It's a good plan. Solid plan. There was nothing else required. Okay, and then we just rinse, repeat. So now Arthur's going to scale his HP up a little bit, and we're going to see if that works out, you know? Maybe I'll do a Crimson Demon at the same time. I don't know. I'm bored here. I just want to see what happens. Okay, you took a buttload of damage, Gila. You taking the big damage. I might want to go with an HP deficit on Gila. She is taking massive damage. Oh my god, Gila. Chill, bro. You need to take less damage. They love you. I don't know why they love you so much, but they love you hard. Okay, so we're going to go with a 1, 2... And I'm going to go with the third one over here. Yeah, that sounds good. Because I think we're getting attack skill this turn, so we might as well use 2 debuff skills here on the following turn. And then we can ulti the boss too, hopefully. I don't know. Yeah, I'm super curious if you can clear this really quick. But it looks like, of course, since everyone on the enemy team has a buff, Blue Deanne seems like a really good unit here because no matter what, they're always going to have a buff, right, on the first phase. So since Deanne has a rupture-based attack, it would do really well. So she is another free-to-play unit you could use here. I'm just going to try with an all-SR team first, and then, you know, maybe it'll do Giant Deanne. I don't know. It seems like a good way to go because everyone has a buff on. All right, so there's that, and then we're going to go with, let's go with one of these. These. Let's go with this. Okay, that's a stance removal. Great. And then we got the Big Daddy Weinhardt ultimate. That was a lot more damage than I was expecting. And then we got the Gila attack, which is going to do nothing. Okay. So that lifesteal is insane. 1900 lifesteal. Oh my god. That lifesteal was off the chain. All right, so Gila has a missing HP heal, so that's great. And then here comes the damage, the big damage. Okay. So now we can go to the next phase and I can stack ultis. So we didn't kill the boss. Perfect. So perfect not killing the boss. And then let's see, what can I stack for ulti? It doesn't look like I have, so I can of course get the Gila ulti. I can get the Arthur ulti here. And real talk, do you go for the kill or do you heal? Do you go for the kill? Do you heal? Do you go for the kill? Do you heal? Do you go for the kill? Do you heal? Do you go for the kill? Do you heal? I'm a pussy, I'm sorry. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Nope, that's not happening. All right. Oh, you JP raid? Oh yeah, we do have a JP raid. You're right. You're absolutely right. I gotta do a JP raid at the same time. You're right. All right, here comes the D rank. It doesn't matter, so we're good. Okay. So the next turn, we're gonna be stocking for Weinhardt ulti now. Okay, we don't need these, so we're gonna go Furu Sendu Weinhardt for Big Daddy Weinhardt attacks. Okay. Just stock his ulti real quick. You know. Kaplow, kaplow, kaplow. Stance removal is key. 372,000. So much damage. You think I'm gonna actually remember to do my raid in JP? I don't think I will. I really don't. All right. By the way, if you're new to the stream, you just type demon, the demon emote, and then I will remember to do my raid. That's what people do because I'm really bad with raids. I am notoriously bad with raids. Auto on JP. I can't auto the demon, the Crimson Demon. I can only do the other two on auto. I can't do Crimson on auto. I haven't figured it out yet. All right, so here's the plan. We're gonna go with a 1, 2, and maybe not. Maybe not. We're gonna go with a 1, 2. I don't want the ulti again, so just do 1, 2, 3, right? I only want one ulti for her. Okay, so we got that up, ignited, got that one, more ignites, and then ultimate power. It was so bad. And all the debuffs are gone now. Oh, the ignites stay on the side, guys. I didn't know that. Now I know. Interesting. All right. So we got no cleanse, no healing, nothing. So we are basically just Furu Sendu here. And then here's the debuffs. Oh god, they're gonna do so much damage. Okay, wait, you know, you're right. Remember, you're right. I have the rank up. I'm sorry. I'm notoriously bad. Thank you for the demons. Thank you for the demons. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay, you're right. This one here, and then Furu Sendu. I bet you Gila's gonna die here, but it's not gonna matter because we're gonna just full legend this right now. If Gila doesn't die, imagine just a moment. Just give me that moment where Gila does not die here. Right here. This is where you just... Oh, okay. Yes, perfect. We're going to clear this. We're going to clear this hell difficulty. I'm going to go with this one right here. Your dairy. Just go full send dairy. You got this, man. I'm going to do this. You do your dairy? More dairy? You rush your dairy? Okay. So we're going to go with 1, 2, 3. So I think we won this now. Yeah, we won this on hell difficulty almost. We're really close. I don't know if we will win it with no one dying, but we can win, right? It can work. That's really all that matters. Like Gila's dead, right? We don't care about Gila. She's a bitch. Gila confirmed a bitch. I don't give a fuck about Gila. She's trash. I mean, okay, maybe kill a little bit. Okay, so is this stance removal? Oh god. They merged here. Look at all the. Oh god, this is bad. Oh god, Arthur, don't die. Arthur, be a champion. Arthur. Okay, you know what, Arthur? We don't even care. So this is where we come in. This is where we come into the clutch right here. We won this with the character dying and obviously max score here. Max score requirement, free to play, by the way. All SR and rare units, no problem. This is a joke. Big kicks. LOL. Don't even care that Gillikai. And his name was Marmite. Yo. The fact that we did it in general is pretty hilarious. So, obviously not a good team, obviously not a recommended team, but we did it. All right, I'm gonna try this with this team, and apparently you get stuff for rollbacks here too. So you get points for rollbacks and you get points for just completion. So I'm doing this with full HP def except for attack defense, because I don't have enough HP def sets, and I might make some more HP def sets because of this. So I'm curious to see if Arthur gets high enough HP that you can actually just get a ridiculous score because of it. And I don't know how it's going to work out. What I have seen though is that you can get some crazy good scores with Blue King and Blue Deanne, which is really interesting. And I haven't seen why you can get those scores yet. But so I'll probably look into them in just a little bit. So I wanted to try this team out and see if it Blue Lizhawk with HP strat would work, because I haven't actually seen anybody actually try it yet. So I'm curious. So here we go. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay. We got this. We're at the gate. Okay, so right out the gate, he's got just ridiculous ulti orbs here, so that's perfect. We have auto already on, so make sure to uncheck that real quick. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. Just full single target right away. Cleanse gives lots of points? Yeah, I think so. Cleanse gives lots of points. That's what I've seen. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do a merge over here for the Arthur, right? And then we'll use this, and we'll use the cleanse and then this. I don't know how many points cleanse gives, but I'm assuming it's a shitload. An absolute mad lad amount of points. All right, cool. So Lizhawk is getting the focus, which is perfect. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and do this merge right over here. Okay. Do this one right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and do this. That way we get the resistance stack up right here. Boom. Resistance stack up. Nice. And we get the purify, which is 5 per. And we got an ulti rollback here too, which is awesome. Okay, so now I think there's a lot of points. You get 20 points per rollback too. So I think saving for a 3-star rollback is actually ideal. So I'm a little curious about that. The only thing that's really different here that I'm seeing is that you can try to do different strategies later in the fight. So I'm actually kind of curious how that's gonna work out. Okay, so I'm gonna open it up with this Arthur ulti. We're gonna go with one of these, and then we're gonna go with one of these. Okay. Kaboom. Here we got the Arthur ulti down. Okay. 60,000 damage. This the go. Okay, got lots of points in there. Boom. So if you do large amounts of damage, apparently you get lots of points for it. And I think that's why you should use Blue Deanne too, because every time you use Blue Deanne attack, you get a large damage hit in, and it gets lots of point gains from that. So every time you use the Rupture attack from Deanne, could give you a big point gain. And that's probably why Blue Deanne would be a really optimal unit in this fight, because just by constantly spamming that 1-star ability, you get a huge amount of points. So that would be a really good way to use her. Okay, so we got Lizhawk here. I'm gonna wait. We're gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick, and get some damage in here. Boom, damage, 171,000. Not bad, not great, but it's okay. Got the damage in here, and then we got a Lizhawk attack here. Boom. Okay. So what's really interesting here is the amount of buff stacks I'm gonna have. All right, so we got multiple ultimate gauge here, but not a lot of gauges on the side, guys. Okay, and apparently cleanse gives a lot of points here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and so we're gonna do this right here. I'm gonna do a heal up to full, and I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. I'm gonna do a 3-star rollback. Yeah, see how much we got off this. Boom. If I've rolled back, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 ultimate gauge we're rolling back now here. We get 20 points per, so is it better to save? 15 per ultimate. Look at that, the amount of point gaining out of that. That's huge. All right, cool. So as long as I don't kill him, I don't know if I want to use a Purify right here. Like, I kind of want to. Oh, wait, so if I use this right here, then use the Purify this turn and get the points from the Purify, right? And then do a... Let's do an Arthur attack here. I don't think this will kill here. Let's do the Arthur attack. I don't think this will kill. And we'll get the cleanse, and we'll also get really high HP here. Plus, we'll have multiple AoE cards coming out soon, so I can just use tons of AoE here. There's 10 debuffs being removed here. Bam. And great, we have AoE cards. So now I can use a single target cleanse on anybody if I want to, or I can just like dump like AoE cards here and rollbacks. So I'm gonna use a rollback here. It's gonna stall the ulti a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna save this. I want to keep this. So it looks like the debuffs you get are HP decreased minus 20%. But seeing how Liz is giving everyone 12% per debuff, you're still getting a lot of HP on this one. So if you wanted to like increase people's HP, you can go like over here. And my Arthur right now has 234,000 HP. But if I gave him this, then he would improve his HP even more. So do that. So I can just use single target debuffs on these guys and also keep stack the debuffs here. Maybe I can actually get a higher max HP value by doing that, by just using single target debuffs instead of like multi-target debuffs. And it looks like the rollback that we get here is all really good on 2-star. May not be better on 3-star. We'll see. I'm actually kind of curious like how good the 3-star rollbacks are. So I got one more ultimate, one more AoE card that I have left here. And the boss is still, look how many debuffs I have on Lizhawk too, and like the amount of HP we have. So I'm gonna go over to Arthur and see how much HP we have to see if this would be like a viable thing to do. So Arthur currently has 361,000 HP at the end of this fight. So if we were able to end right here and we had better cards, we could do really well here. But unfortunately, since I don't, there's nothing I can do. So I'm gonna go with this, and we'll do this. Just dump a card, and then we'll finish it the following turn. If I have another cleanse, what I'll do is I'll cleanse the Arthur to give him a little bit more HP. And or if I have 2 cleanses, I'll do that too. Or no cleanses, unfortunate. So we're gonna use an AoE card for a rollback to get the point gain. And there's the AoE attack. Looks like they didn't get the HP decrease on the sides here, so that's perfect. And we don't need the ultimate, so we're fine. We might get the cleanse here, so that's perfect. And there's no debuff here, so we're keeping these debuffs. Unfortunate to get it. So we're just gonna use this, and then I have. Let's see. I'm gonna try to get as much HP in the Lizhawk as I can here for a lifesteal, and we'll use the 3-star card. So my ending HP right now is 361 on Liz, and then we got 178 over here, and 156. But I'll heal back a little bit more, so we'll see. So here's the rollback from Lilia. If I had used I think a Hendrickson there, we would probably lifesteal back to the full or close to it. It probably might have been a little better. We'll see. Okay, so there's Lizhawk. Large amounts of HP here. No one died. How many points do you get out of this? If I break 3K, that'd be nice, but I don't think it will. We'll see. We got a total of 2,800. So you can get about 2,800 points for this. This will probably be a good enough strategy for top 5%. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure you can top 5% with this strategy particularly. And you might be a little bit better if you just go full cleanse here, because cleanse will give you a lot more, and then rupture attacks will give you even more. So this is another alternate strategy you can use. We're trying it now with a king strategy to see if this can give us a little bit more points, potentially. We don't know for sure. I think a full HP def set would be interesting to see if HP meta would be great for this. And if you can get, I believe you can break 3K with the Liz strategy. You might be able to break 3,500, but we had a really bad RNG run there. So there was no cleanses that we had, so we couldn't manipulate cleanse. We got no Lilia heals like the entire time, so no cleanses from that. All attack cards. So you get 2,800 point run with very low rolls is really interesting. So I think you might be able to get pretty good there. All right, so how do we do? With this particular team, 2,800. I don't know if I like this team the best, honestly. I think Arthur having lots of HP here is nice. I'm not sure if I'm in love with it. The enemy team on the final boss doesn't have a ton of HP, but this is like a questionable thing. I think if you finish this faster, it will give you a lot more points. So if I had more ultimate levels on my king, we could have finished that a little bit earlier. If I get more ultimate levels on Lilia, also a little bit earlier, so that would also be helpful. So I think ulti levels will help you push a little bit faster. But 2,800 doing this is not too bad because I know I didn't finish it fast enough. So we're in the middle of a good RNG run, hopefully. We'll see. And we're using what's probably going to be the meta for this. And the reason this is probably going to be meta is because the amount of cleanses that you get, as well as dissolves and damage and pressure you have overall on your team. So I have a large amount of heals here, which is ideal. No D ranks here, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. And we're going to go ahead and just start doing some dumps here. If I had more D ranks here, this would be ideal. Getting a D rank card from Merlin is what you want. Getting the single target cards, though, is kind of 50-50. And using a damage card on Merlin, not exactly what I want to do, but you got to do what you got to do early on. Okay, so I got an ultimate rollback here, which is really good. What I'm probably going to do is just do the 2-star ulti rollback. I'm going to do heal, 2-star ulti rollback, and the single target damage skill from Merlin, as we want to bring down Gowther relatively quick. Not too quick, where you're using like single target ultis to just burn him down very, very quickly, but you definitely want to bring him down relatively quick. The cleanses from King are a huge thing that he brings to the fight, and it's probably one of my favorite things that he does. So right here, we're going to have an ulti gauge rollback here on 2 different characters, and we're also or 3 different characters, so we get a big point chain, as you can see here, and it does enough damage so it actually breaks 20,000 damage on each individual target, giving us even more points. So you just want to have enough damage that breaks that threshold, which is really interesting. On the next turn here, what we're going to do is use a heal, which is another cleanse on the Lilia character, and this heal cleanse is going to be very, very nice because it's going to get rid of debuffs that we have on us like this. Okay, so using the heal first. All right, and then we're going to go with an area effect ultimate card and another area effect ultimate card. And you can see the massive amount of points you get from the Purify chain for just every debuff that you remove. And I also have 2 more cleanses coming out for the next few phases. So because I broke 40k there, I get a little bit more points, which is nice. So we're getting a huge point chain here from the D ranks, and then ultimate from the King, which is another bit of damage. My King right now is at 3-6 ultimate. I'm not sure if a 6-6 ultimate King would be beneficial or if it'd actually be negatively beneficial. I'm actually on the fence on both. So let's see here. I think right now what we're going to do is we are going to go with one of these cards right here. I'm going to go ahead with a Stancy ranker over here. And we're going to go ahead and do this. And that way, on next turn, I actually have Merlin ulti up, which gives me at turn 7, I'll have it up, which is good. I think at this we're gonna have the. I don't know if he had his ulti. If he's ulti, then he's gonna push back my ulti, which is fine too. And you can see the D ranks just getting tons of damage here. If he has his ulti up, then I have a single target damage card here, and I've already blocked out his stance, so we have free damage on him right here. Okay, there's the damage from him. Boom, boom. No problem. And what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna do a D rank over here. I'm gonna go with an AoE. Actually, what we'll do here, we'll do this. We'll do a cleanse card over here, a D rank, and we're gonna go ahead with another area effect card. Boom. D rank here, and we have now hit turn 9. Okay, on turn 9. Since we have an optimal turn setup, we now have a single target damage card. Unfortunately, we're losing our ultimate, but we do have, looks like 3 single target damage cards here, which is going to be nice. I'm probably going to use 2 of them and try to kill him. I'm not sure if we're going to get it off. Here's the AoE damage card, boom, and another one here. So, bam. Okay, so we are going to go ahead with a King Heal here to cleanse off all this bullshit. We're going to use an ultimate here and another card here. And this should be enough damage to kill it. Hopefully we get about 3,700 points or more. Hopefully, well, I don't know actually how many we're gonna get. We'll see. I'm just trying to figure out what the optimal turn ratio is. But if you're on turn, say, 8 or 9, and you can't get 200 points a turn or more, then it's really negatively beneficial to keep pushing, and you just want to rush through the run as fast as you can. The highest we've gotten so far is about 3,700. If you don't get enough dissolves, you can see your point ratio goes down significantly. And we got like almost no dissolves that run. We've gotten 2 runs of above 3,500, but you can probably get about 3,700 or so if you could do 9 turns with dissolves. You can see my total amount of point loss here was only minus 365. At turn 11, you lose 1,000 points. So there's a total of 700 points between turn 9 and turn 11. So taking too long after turn 9 is the problem. So make sure that you're pushing and doing large amounts of point gains during that time frame. If you get good RNG, you get lots of D ranks, get lots of ult rollbacks, you can do very, very well here. Unfortunately, we didn't get any, but what you really want to do is make sure you complete this by turn 9. Good run so far. All right, so we got a decent run. The ideal situation is getting to the second phase. We're on turn 4 right now in second phase, and I've already gotten 1 round. So I'm using a cleanse here, use D rank, and then we're using a rollback here. This gets me ulti up really quick on this. We get a huge point gain here, getting us the actual the push here, and we also get a rollback here, which is going to give us massive point gain. I love just watching this. It goes. Love watching that. All right, cool. So we also get. We get another ult rollback and another D rank here, so which is really nice. What I'm probably going to do is cleanse ultimate single target. All right, so let's go ahead and do a cleanse here. We're going to do an ultimate here, and then we're going to do a single target card here. The reason I'm doing the single card is I want to burn that card as quick as I can, and then I have 2 other heals that I can actually use next turn, which is really nice to have. So there's the D rank, and we lost 2. We roll back a bunch of his ult skills, got some damage in, great. And we got an ultimate up here for next phase. And it looks like we have lots of healing here too, which is good. So another cleanse here, ult roll and this. And I think what I might do here actually is that we might just burn this and I see if I can RNG a 3-star here. Because if I can do that, that'd be huge for RNG. All right, so we're gonna go with a 1. Oh, you know what I can do? Actually, alternatively, let's go with this right here. Yeah. And we're gonna go with a big heal. And we're gonna go with you know what? No. My original plan was the best. Yep, original plan, best plan. Okay, do all that. Get the heal, and that pushes me up a little bit further. And we still have missing HP heal for next turn, and plus lifesteal here, which is nice. And big lifesteal. And look at that. Okay. So if I can get this, optimal. Oh my god, I got it. No way. Oh my god, I got 2. This is interesting. So, we got 2. Okay. Okay. This is interesting. This is definitely interesting. I'm only gonna use 1 right now, obviously. We're gonna use... And then we'll use a damage card. And then a king heal. So that we do as little damage as possible. Okay, there's a big rollback there. Okay, huge. Look at all the fucking ulti gauge. Oh my god, so many. And then the big heal from king. Awesome. Okay. And then we're gonna do it again. We are currently on turn 8. We have this right here, which is huge. Depends. We're gonna see what we get as far as the cards go. Big damage from them, no problem. Okay, so we're gonna use this first. This first. How much HP you got left? Actually, I'm actually really concerned here. 98,000. Okay, so we're gonna use that. I'm gonna move this card over here. Okay, merge that to get an additional card. We'll have a king ulti for next turn. And we're gonna go ahead and heal back up. Yeah? Okay. Ulti up. Big D rank here. Okay, well, I don't know why I watched that, but I clicked the button. Okay, big D rank, lots of rollback here. Okay. Next turn, we are going to use rollback, heal ultimate. All right, so now we get as much rollback as we possibly can on this turn. And I think this is going to be a good run. We'll see. I'm hoping. We're hoping. Okay, so we got a rollback. As long as this doesn't kill, we are in a good spot. Heal, and then ultimate. So fingers crossed on not killing. We didn't kill. Great. Now we get the big ultimate gauge rollback, the big heal, and then we get the ultimate here. And kaplow. Okay, full HP-ish. What do we got? I'm interested. What do we got? 3791. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Not gonna lie, that's pretty good. Only lost 500 points there. That's pretty good. Not bad. Not bad. All right. So here's my total point breakdown. Lots of points from rank downs, lots of points from ultimate gauge dissolve, lots of points from this. I will this is where the point differential is. If I can get more of these, this is where you're gonna get the most amount of points. Okay. On that RNG, the difference between a top 10 score and a top 1,000 score is this right here. It's the damage that you're doing on Merlin, the damage that you're doing on other characters. You have to break, you always have to get this every time you use a damage card, every single time. If you don't break 20,000 on every single target you're hitting, then you're not getting these points, and this is a huge point loss. These right here, whenever you do an ultimate or single target ability to get these points, these need to happen. This is another big point gain here. This one should only really happen from ultimates. From best case RNG, this is the rest of it. You're getting remove skills from debuffs, stance disables, all that stuff, ultimate gauge regression, etc. These are other big point gains here. And of course, you're getting additional points from surviving heroes and max HP. So I might have, if I had a 2-star Lilia there, I might have actually had a better chance of doing better if I had used the 2-star Lilia to get max HP, because I used a king heal too late in the fight. I don't know if I had one. I might have had one, but I probably should have used it if I did have it to get it even higher if I was closer to max HP. That's what I should have done if I'd done it, but those are mistakes, and you know, you can only see those in hindsight. Okay. You get points additional to the combat class. So I got 170 points from combat class. I don't think my combat class is very high. I think it was like mid-range. And over here we get this. Okay, so also HP value can play a big factor. So that's another thing I've noticed. So we spent hours testing this. And there are many different strategies. We spent about, I want to say 4 hours to 5 hours testing this. Not like all the time in the world testing this, but definitely. And now I'm currently ranked 15th in the world, though. Seaton did better because Seaton's #1 right now because of this team. And I don't recommend his team, by the way. I do not recommend his team. The reason I do not recommend his team is we tried it for about an hour and a half. And the issue with this team is if you do not have enough equipment, you will get clapped using this team hard. This is a very risky pick right here. I've tried it. King is much safer and can get you more points, okay? I would go with an attack build King, so you can break 40k on your single target hits. Your ultimates can go one tap, and you do really get crazy damage there. I think King will do better over time. I think we're going to see more people with King push up higher. I also think that the people who are using an HP and defense set on their Lilia will do extremely well if they can break the point threshold for damage and do enough damage on this phase in order to get this done. Actually, we should have cleansed first, then heal, but whatever. All right, there's the 3-star rollback and finish, and we didn't even break the 40k marker on the middle guy. Plus, we don't get the rollback points, unfortunately, but big heal at the end. And looks like we get a total of probably about 3,400 or less, probably, I'm gonna guess. Yep, 3498. Wow. we go. Final turn. Turn 11 on a crazy, weird run. I don't know if I have the damage. If I do, we might break 3,900. All up to this next turn. Okay, we got 2 AoE cards and a cleanse. So we are currently at turn 13. Last time I did this, it was crazy. So the negative point value on this, I think it's like over 1,000. Well over 1,000. So we got cleanse, right? What's your heal? We're at 40k. We use ult rollback and a damage card here, and this kills him because we get the ult rollback here. Boom, multiple ultimate rollback, lots of points, and then the kill. Do we have the points? I have no idea. Wait, I make turn 13. Yes! Let's fucking go! Ho! #1, baby! Woo!
Yes, baby.
Who's #1? Say it for me! Say it for me! Who is #1? Who is #1? I want to know. Tell me. Screenshot. Yes. Other screenshot. Who is #1? It is not RVM. It is not Seaton. It is Seka motherfucking Poko. Hooah! Alright guys, so let's go over the team build that I used to hit #1. Now I've calmed down and chilled out a little bit. So what I got right now is I have Pierce Food on, and I'm gonna be, oh, I gotta mute alerts. I got Pierce Food on, and I'm using Howzer, and Howzer right now is running a full Pierce set, and he's got a couple attack rolls in here. I'm not gonna say it's better, I just, you know, they're like 2.8 and 2.9 attack rolls, so I was like, you know, I can't really roll those off, because fuck it, you know. And then over here I got about 4 rolls of Pierce and then 2.8 attack rolls. I'm not saying it's the best, I'm just doing it. And then I got really crappy rolls otherwise, nothing crazy, just resistance rolls here, resistance and defense. Pretty sure this is Valenti's gear. No, it might be Howzer's gear, actually, I don't know. That's my Howzer. Over King, I just have him on an attack defense build. He actually has my best attack set on right now. He's got a 13.9% ring over here and a 12.8 bracer. It's my best set for over attack and defense. And you could use an HP defense if you want, but I wanted to get the extra 10 points here and there from doing King cards in the first phase. So that was really helpful. And what we got here is Lilia. We got blue Lilia. Mine only has 67% Pierce, as you can see. And I've actually got a mixture of attack and Pierce right now because my rolls are absolutely dog shit. And if you wanted to know what my ultimate level is in Lilia, hey Seka, what's your ulti level right now in Lilia? Well, after you do the runs and everything, 1-6, bro. 1-6. My Howzer is 6-6. My King is 3-6. And my Arthur, I think, is just my last HP def set on. It's not a very good set. He's just running HP def with kind of mediocre rolls overall, just not really the best in general. And yeah, that's basically what happened. Alright guys, my name's Sekapoko. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry I'm loud. I was excited. I mean, would you not be excited if you hit #1 in the world? I'm pretty sure you would be too. But thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Like, subscribe, all the fun stuff. Bye!